Hello, and welcome again to Acting from the Hip, a place to learn, challenge, and grow your acting toolbox. I'm Josh. Welcome back. Please hit that like and subscribe button and the bell to get notified when I post some new videos. And that just makes it make things better for me and for you. And for anybody who wants to get better at this craft or wants to learn something about this craft. So, why am I here today? What brings me to you? Beside being really weird today is one of the questions that I get asked a lot is, what should I read? What should I start reading? So I'm going to give you 5 books that me personally, really like and really have challenged me and have kind of sparked things for me in different areas that have really helped to kind of add to my toolbox. So let's get started. Now, the first book, it's kind of an obvious choice. But the reason that I'm choosing it isn't so obvious. An Actor's Handbook by Konstantin Stanislavski. Some actors are going to say, oh, well, of course, it's Stanislavski. Of course you would start with that. Of course. It's Stanislavski. Of course, it's Stanislavski. It's Stanislavski. Of course. No, I'm not choosing it because it's Stanislavski. I'm not choosing it because this is the first book that most college professors will assign to you. No, I'm choosing this book because it is not so much a handbook as it is a translator. This is a way, in my opinion, for actors to communicate with each other. And it's important. Communication is incredibly important. Now, sometimes we might not use the same words that are in here, but there's a lot of meanings, there's a lot of intentions, there's a lot of yada yada, and it's all here, right? So if we can communicate here what's here to another person, then we can usually pull things out of ourselves. We can pull things out of them. There's a lot of gift giving that goes back and forth, and yeah, I think this one is very important. And it's small. It's very small. You can get through this real quick. You can put it in your pocket. You can literally put this in your pocket. And, throw it in your back pocket. If you live in New York, pull it out when you're on the subway. If you live in someplace else where you don't need to use mass transit, just, keep it in your car. Sure, pull it out. You get a sandwich or a cheeseburger. Read a couple of lines, done. Or plow through this in a couple of hours. Either way, this is in my opinion very important to read. You don't have to, but it helps a lot. What else? What else could be important to read? I don't know. Maybe something that's abstract and challenging and weird and crazy. Samuel Beckett, any Beckett, literally any Beckett, because it's so much different than most of the stuff that you're going to encounter as an actor, especially a commercial actor or a Broadway actor. This guy, he was nuts, and it was great. That's Beckett, challenging. On so many different levels, and you will not only be challenged, but you will be challenging your audience, right? So that kind of brings it up another level, which is pretty cool. I particularly love Beckett on a few different levels, but also understanding his set aesthetics, his set designs, his lighting designs, in film and television and stage, to help bring out some of that weird abstractness. So, Beckett. Annie Beckett. Just check it out. It is challenging. That's the word I'm going to use. Challenging. The next one I am going to grab is Playing Shakespeare by John Burton. And you can see an Ian McKellen on the cover. So Playing Shakespeare is kind of on the opposite end of Beckett, in my opinion. It's still really challenging, but it's a different kind of challenging, and it's way more understood, and it's way more digested than Beckett is in the mainstream, and it's taught way more than Beckett is. But Playing Shakespeare is a fantastic book and video series that can really help someone who is struggling with understanding operative words, playing intentions, playing objectives, in the sphere of Shakespeare. And the video series, you get to see Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, Ben Kingsley, Judi Dench, Helen Mirren, and a slew of other actors who are fantastic, and you see them as journeymen and not the masters they are today. So you kind of understand the growth from the 70s to the 2020s. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So yeah, this is a great one. This is really, really a great one, in my opinion, to work and understand Shakespeare better. Now, this Freeing Shakespeare's Voice by Kristen Linklater. She also did Freeing the Actor's Voice, but I actually got this book first because I was doing a lot of Shakespeare in school and stuff like that. And I ended up doing a lot of Shakespeare in my professional life as well. So this was kind of a no-brainer for me. And what's really great about this is it takes a lot of the brain concepts and brings them to the body concepts. So like these two books in tandem for me are really great. I should just consider them as one book, because the actual like physical techniques that I learned with this, being able to connect the thought with the physical feeling to the emotional connection, super cool. And it's kind of new agey. I'm not gonna lie, like you might feel really weird because you're focusing on breathing for an extended period of time, but it's again challenging and something different, and sparked a lot of interest in me. And yeah, that's a pretty good one, pretty big one. Okay, and now the next one. The Upright Citizens Brigade Comedy Improvisation Manual. This one was actually my textbook when I was at UCB and did stuff at UCB. And I had really, really great instructors. And when I first got there, the manual was not required reading. And when I left there, it was required reading. I got it anyway, and I'm glad I did, because what's in this book is really, really great in terms of improvisation. Now, misconception, comedy, ha ha ha. No, comedy is anything that isn't a tragedy. That's what it is, so you can still use improv for more serious things, or use certain improv techniques to get to a place that you never thought you could get to as an actor, which is super cool. And you can learn how to be a little bit more funny on the way. Now, the last one, I have a little bit of issue with, because it's pretty dated now, but there's still a lot of really good information in it. And it is Audition by Michael Shurtleff. this is kind of the gold standard when it comes to pre-audition prep and being ready for an audition. Yeah, that's really it. There's great information in that, yeah, I guess this is summer reading. I should have done this in the beginning of the turmoil, and I didn't, and I feel bad for that. And I just kind of want to take a minute and say that Black Lives Matter, and that the reason that I hadn't posted in a while was because I felt it was really important for the people who had the true need to speak, to be heard. And I didn't want to take up any bandwidth, emotionally or physically, from that need to speak. So yeah, that's why. But I'm back. Never really left, but I'm posting things again because I feel like I can. I feel like the need to speak is there. It's been said, it's been heard, and we're all going to be better because of it. Yeah. So, on that note, thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your connection. Thanks for your interest. And yeah, if you want, I am available for one-on-one coaching. You can get a hold of me through Instagram, through Twitter, through my website, all that. There's little things that says my acting stuff on the little bar on my page. But or I could just tell you, joshuawagner.biz is my page, my webpage. So you can just go there. You could send me an email there that way, and I can do some coaching, whether it be for an audition, or if you already got the part, if you just need help with lines, playing intention, work. I'm available, and I would love to do some one-on-one coaching with you. Yes. That being said, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, so that you get notifications. And yeah, let's keep going. Right? Yeah. So far, I just wanted to say thanks for sticking with me, and I'm gonna keep making content that I think will help skill people up. Cool. If you have any questions or suggestions on what I should do for other videos, please put it in the comments. Other than that, thanks for watching.